everybody. As you can see, today's episode is a little bit different because I'm finally coming on here to talk about Resident Evil, even though I think the movie came out it's been a couple weeks, at least a couple weeks now. Has it been a whole month? I don't know. But anyways, this is going to be a non-spoiler. Do I want to call it a review? It's not. I don't really want to call it a review because we're not a movie review channel here. I am not a movie reviewer. I'm just here to talk about the movie, put it out there, say my piece, and move on. So, but anyways, if you haven't seen the movie, this will be safe for you to watch because I'm going to try to not go into any spoilers. But if I do, I will, I guess, give you a warning in advance so you can decide for yourself. But anyways, yes, let's talk about Resident Evil Death Island because this is the most recent Resident Evil movie, CGI movie that we've gotten. And, I mean, I think it's fair to say, and I feel like a lot of people are in agreement, that it's, like, the best one we've gotten so far. Should you watch this movie if you have no interest in Resident Evil as a series in general? Probably not, because you'll probably just be, like, disappointed and confused, because to say that the plot is fully intact and not, that would be a bit of a stretch. Like, the Resident Evil movies have never been... The plot has never been completely there. There's some pieces missing. There's some things that sometimes don't make sense, or stuff that just happens because it happens, or I don't know, just anything. But, I was pleasantly surprised. I had high hopes of this movie, and, I mean, I'm gonna say it wasn't a letdown. We got exactly what they promised, which was a movie with a lot of the main protagonists all together, some of them only meeting each other for the first time ever, technically, in any kind of, like, way, because they had never actually interacted with each other in the games before, so I thought that was really cool. Do I think that Capcom should release a Resident Evil game with Leon and Jill? Absolutely, 100%. If there's anything that I got from this movie, it's that they should, like, run and do that immediately. And I expect everyone in the comments to be in unison with that idea. I think they have such a interesting interaction together. I love how they interacted in the movie, and I just think that shows, like, the potential that it could have translated over into a game, which would obviously be a longer experience and would have, like, more depth in terms of, like, the plot and, like, how they could, like, interact with each other and just, like, different, like, action sequences and everything like that. So I definitely think that would be something that, Capcom should consider doing, since they already gave it to us in a movie. Just give it to us in a game. That's all I'm saying. I think that's, like, you're picking two of the top, like, most popular protagonists from the game series, put them together in a game, boom, you've just sold millions of games. Entirely a solid idea. But yes, I've been saying that, I feel like if you have any interest in Resident Evil, or if you like the games, then this movie is definitely worth watching. I want to buy the physical edition just so I can, like, put it back there on my bookshelf and stuff, but, I think it did a really good job of showcasing, all the different characters and, like, what their strengths and weaknesses are, trying to go a little bit into some of their backstories, touching on stuff that's happened in the games, which was really nice for fans of the series. And it was just really nice to see everybody working together, letting everybody have their moment to shine, which they did a really good job of. There's 5 different characters here, and it's really nice that they tried to, give everybody, like, their moment in the spotlight, and not just make it about, like, one character the whole time. I don't think that this counts as a spoiler, but I will say in the movie they definitely did, I don't know if it was intentional or not, but they did use, like, quite a variety of weapons when, fighting and stuff, which I thought was also a nice, like, kind of it was just a nice touch to it, just because obviously in the games you're using so many different weapons and stuff, you're constantly like reloading and everything, and yeah, so they did that, which I also thought was really nice. And yeah, I just thought the whole time I was watching this movie, like, this would be a really, I mean, this just really shows they have a lot of, there's a lot of ideas out there, and there's a lot that they could do with potential, like, new games. Like, don't just limit us to two characters. Give us a game, give us a couple different characters. There's obviously, like, more paths that you can take with multiple characters, and like it would add more playability to the game and stuff, obviously. So I think that, I think any of these characters, I think they're all so strong. Rebecca was the only one that I wasn't familiar with, just because I haven't played the older Resident Evil games yet, but I think any of these characters would be great to bring back into the series, and I think people would be excited about it. And I think that this movie is a good way for them to have slowly introduced that idea. So I'm just saying, Capcom, if you wanna take this idea, I think we're all collectively hoping that you take it and run with it, and maybe we see something similar. Doesn't have to be exactly like this, because obviously it would be different because it would be in a game format, but something similar to this in a game would be really cool to see. So yeah, I'm very late on doing this video. Life's been crazy, but definitely check out the movie if you haven't. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I enjoyed this movie a lot, and I want to watch it again just because I feel like it's one of those movies where I'm gonna notice more little things when I watch it back again. But I think that they did a really good job of staying true to who the characters are, trying to stay true to like the vibe of just a lot of the stuff from the game series, and trying to give like more, it just felt like it was more like for the fans, which was really nice, because obviously sometimes that doesn't happen with the Resident Evil movies. There have definitely been some rough ones. So and I know a lot of people didn't like Resident Evil Infinite Darkness. I'm one of the few, I think, that actually like it, mainly because of Leon. But yeah, I think that this was overall really good, really great movie as far as just like fan service, and it opens up the door of possibility. So who knows what we'll see next, but I really hope that we can see something like this brought over into a game idea, because it would be really cool. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you haven't seen the movie yet, let me know if you're going to. And this was a little something different, but just something I wanted to share my idea, share my thoughts on. And we'll be back to our normal content in the next video. So I hope you enjoyed it. And other than that, I hope to see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye!